Sports fans, nope, we're not. Yes, we are. Sports fans, what's going on? Patrick over here, Ghost Picks ATS with my guy Moff Dollars with another episode of Keep It Rollin'. Moff, what's going on?
Pat, what's up? What's up? Big week this week. We got the Players Championship. We're coming to you late night, so we're trying to make it short and sweet, but we got picks.
Yeah, we're live. Players Championship down in Ponte Verde, Florida. We are in the Florida swing. Last week, we'll give it a quick recap and we'll go over. We got our locks of the week. We'll be at the end. You can see there. We'll have more picks over on Twitter. Keep it rolling 365. That'll be some official picks. But last week, our double lock. Max Homa. This is a Homo podcast. Top 20. He cashes. And Moff Morikawa lets us down. Top 20. So 1-1 in the top
Let
20s.
down.
Plus money, though. So we come out even at least. But good picks across the board. Moff, who were your top guys? Spieth was one of yours, right?
We did what we couldn't overlook the golden child, Mr. Spieth. We had the sweatiest first round leader. Um, I mean, when you get out, we had Cam Young up there just staring at us all day. And that's what happens. You get out there. We watch him and Kirk both. They bogey 18, dropped to six. It didn't matter, but like still, I mean, imagine if they hadn't bogeyed, and then it would have been even sweatier. But Max Homa, Cam Young, Victor Hovland. Uh, I mean, we had Spieth as a dark horse just because nobody's really talking about him. You don't know what to get. You're going to get out of Spieth, but I mean, he's solid up there, top 20. So other than Morikawa,
We had a couple
hell
long,
of hell of
long
a list.
so long shot of the week. Pearson Cootie plus 1300 for a top 20 splashes. Ben Griffin was
Splash.
another one, but the two off the top of my head that definitely messed Morikawa and Gary Woodland. Gary Woodland was the guy I was heavy on for sure, and he quadruple bogeys the 35th hole right before the weekend and misses the cut. But we're back at it this week with the Players Championship. Nobody playing that is in live golf, including the reigning champion Cameron Smith, which absolutely sucks for everybody, but we're live.
RIP.
Let's get into it, Moff. Straight
Let's get
to the
into
point.
it.
So, this course is absolutely brutal. Moff and I were just talking about it off air. A lot of miscuts. You look at these guys. Xander, one of the most consistent players in golf, missed the cut the last three times he's played here. Same with Cantley, Scheffler, McIlroy, Morikawa, Day, Spieth. Everybody's got missed cuts here. Terrell Hatton missed three straight here. Finau's missed 4 out of 6. So for the most part, Muff and I are going to be looking at some long shots this week. Going to get some big plus odds for some guys that we think are going to, place. Simply put, play the long shots, play the volatility, play the long odds.
Absolutely. Super volatile. And Pat, we were talking about it beforehand. I like the guys at a course like this where you see top guys missing cuts left and right, and it's hard to find consistency. Nobody necessarily has a terrific track record here, other than a few guys. And it's like it's super volatile. So if you're going with guys that play well here consistently, you don't know what you're gonna get. Pat argues that those are the guys that you might need to fade, and he very well could be right. But Pete Dye is the architect behind this course here in TPC Sawgrass, and Pat and I actually worked at a Pete Dye golf course, and we know how tricky he can be. I mean, especially for an average golfer, like he plays mind games on you. Um, and I think when you see guys like a Keegan Bradley, Jason Day, I mean, Justin Thomas plays fairly well here. Terrell Hatton. These are all, when you go look at like Whistling Straits, Harbor Town, Pete Dye courses where PGA Tour events are played, these guys play well there too. Now, Whistling Straits isn't a good comp at all, but it is a Pete Dye course.
Yeah,
It's
terrible comp.
tricky on the mind.
Yeah, so looking at that, you got to have tough mental game. You got to be, between the ears. You got to have it with you because, you're going to hit one or two bad shots. We saw that from Rom last week. It wasn't a Pete Dye course, but Rom let it get to him. and he's back out there this week. We won't be taking Rom just because his odds are, everything's too high. But, you're looking at those guys. Moff said a couple. Jason Day, he's been great here. He's had a great year. That's probably about as low of the odds as I'd go. I'm going to be back on Colin Morikawa this week. We were on him last week. He had a miscut, which sucks, terrible. But, this year he's gone third, miscut, sixth, miscut. Here we are again. He missed the cut here last year. But just because you miss the cut one year here doesn't quite mean you're going to miss it again. But guys like Moff was saying, there's not many that don't miss cuts here. So, like, Justin Thomas is, like, the only one. He's made it 7 straight times. Keegan Bradley's made it 6 straight times. Adam Scott is actually a name that's down there on the list. Chris Kirk, actually another one. He's made it like 8 out of 10 with a withdraw in there. So, I mean, like 9 out of 10. So those guys, while this course is extremely volatile, you got a lot of, like Francisco Molinari. He's got 3 top 10s and 3 missed cuts. You can have all kinds of things. But the people that do it year in, year out, it's actually pretty, Moff is right. It's sticky. The same people that do it year in, year out do it consistently, but with a missed cut or 2 in there. So let's find some value, Moff. Let's find some numbers. Long shots. Who we starting out with some long shots of the week? I'll fire it off. I like the Koreans. I love the Koreans. Anytime you get a Pete Dye course, give me all the Koreans. Sung Jae Im, Tom Kim. My first round leader, I'll start this out. KH Lee. We got a TPC course. KH Lee, TPC. He's played here, twice, made the cut twice. He's the king of first round leaders at TPC. Any of those guys, I'm telling you, every single one of them will be on my card. Siwoo Kim has played phenomenal here. They just play disciplined golf. They usually aren't the longest hitters. They hit it straight in the fairway, good irons, and let the rest fall. So, give me the Koreans.
Pat likes the Koreans. I do like the foreigners here, but we're gonna go with some guys that first guy needs a check. I mean, plain and simple. Played well last year. Haven't seen much out of him this year. 34th at Pebble Beach. Missed cuts all around. Kevin Kisner, fourth last year. Missed cut. He's following a little trend here. I mean, he missed a cut, come back, miss a cut. He's fourth last year.
Kisner's one of these guys. It's a short course, so you can get away with it. Like, you look at guys who placed here last year. Doug Gim doesn't hit the ball but 25 damn yards. He was top 5 last year. There's a lot of dog legs, a lot of sneaky shots. If you try to overpower the course, you're going to be in the rough, hitting out of thick stuff into, like, water and whatnot. So you're better off you got to be in the fairway, which is part of the reason I like the Koreans. They hit the fairways. And I think that's very important. That's why I got like Morikawa this week, even coming off a miscut. I like him, and that's probably like my favorite of the week will be Morikawa. I like Vic again. We were high on Victor Hovland last week, Moff, and I like him again.
I do like Vic.
It's about time we get to the Fitzpatrick train. We loved him last year. We played his numbers. He's sitting at a nice 35-1. I think that's interesting. But those are about the highest guys there. Looking at some of the longer mid-range I've got written down over here, Adam Scott is one for sure. Played here about 9 times, 10 times in the past 10 years. Last year was his first miscut. The weather last year was wild. But now that I'm speaking on weather a little bit, if you're just solely looking to target the best weather wave, which is extremely profitable, especially DFS. Targeting these guys, it just is a key advantage. The Thursday afternoon, Friday morning guys will have the best advantage because Friday afternoon winds pick up. It's going to probably be the windiest of the first 2 days. And wind out here, anytime you're near water, it's 10 miles from the damn coast. It gets breezy. So Friday afternoon is going to be pretty windy. Obviously, you would like to be in the clubhouse by then. So guys like Chris Kirk, Spieth, JT, Homa, Fitzpatrick, Hovland, Jay Day, Aaron Wise. Again, Aaron Wise was the one I was on last week. I'll be back on him again this week. Just until he every week it's going to be. Uh, but JT the Postman, KH Lee, those are just some names. DFS lineups, throw them in there. Uh, Stack it.
Oh, Chris Kirk.
Um,
Chris Kirk is playing some great golf, everyone. I mean,
yeah, I think we ride the hot hand. He's a guy kind of like Homa last year. We liked Homa off. I think Chris Kirk could be a guy that we ride this year until they put a little bit of respect on his name. I mean, 75-1. He's got plus odds
yeah.
for. He's like plus 140 for a top 20. He's got good plus numbers for a top 20. I think that's a
Plus
guy.
280 for top 40.
Yep. So that's a guy I think Moff and I will ride this year because we both align there. I like looking at the value thing. He looks like he likes the hot hand. People keep disrespecting him. He plays well in this little Florida swing. So give us Chris Kirk in there as well.
Sorry, that was wrong. That was for top 20.
Yeah, that was top 20. I know. I got you.
Plus 120, plus odds for top 40. Chris Kirk.
But so
Either way.
guys, also things that I like to look at is maybe guys that haven't been golfing as well this year. And Moff brought up Kisner. Moff and he needs to check Kevin Kisner. But short hitters here. You know, Brian Harmon has a couple top tens. He hasn't been playing great this year on these longer courses. But give me a Brian Harmon type. You know, JT Postman. All these guys, every single one of them. This is the week.
Adam Hadwin.
Adam Hadwin. We were on him last year. Cashed us some money. Now this is I'm thinking Moff. This is we go long shots, fire him off left and right. In DFS, this is the week. I'm probably gonna leave some money on the board. You know, you look at all those top names. If you play all the top names, it's probably gonna get a little chalky, high ownership. But I mean, Justin Thomas, maybe Morikawa, J Day would be the only ones, but they're gonna be high owned. So we'll see. We'll see about that. But Twitter, keep it rolling. 365. Moff controls that over there, but he's got some good stuff. We'll post some things before the tournament goes off tomorrow, Thursday.
For sure.
Moff, what you thinking? Who's your
Tuesday.
lock of the week? Who you thinking? It's a tough one. I'll tell you. Check this one out. So when we look at locks of the week, you got to be semi-consistent. It's tough, especially out here. A lot of miscuts. We prefer long odds. But if I'm looking at for the lock of the week, I'm going actually at top 40 market and looking at Keith Mitchell and Corey Connors. What do you think about those two names?
I think it's funny you come crawling back to Corey this week after slandering him last week.
I don't recall.
Slander. It might have been off air, but per Ghost Picks Pat, Corey Connors is playing like shit. Stay away.
Uh,
Something like that. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
Don't quote him on that. I don't know. Corey,
Something along those lines.
No, I'm a big fan of Corey Connors. He, especially these kind of courses where there's a lot of danger, a lot of water, because he hits it straight as piss. And
I like Corey Connors.
Same with Keith Mitchell. He's great off the tee. He puts it in play. And that's the key thing. You know, you heard Rom last week talking about he played well, but off the tee, he just had a couple wayward drives, and that just will kill your momentum, kills everything. So guys that hit the ball straight. Distance doesn't matter as much this week. Give me the guys that hit it straight. And somebody who's a little crazy. Moff, you talked about Pete Dye, and now that I'm thinking about this, Cam Davis. He's been playing like absolute dog shit this year. But shorter course, he tones down that driver a little bit, goes to that 3-wood. He hits that 3-iron, 4-iron off the tee as far as most people hit their drivers, and sets himself up for some success. Now, he's at some crazy long odds, so looking at somebody like that for a top 20, he's 250-1. He's got 2 missed cuts here. He's missed 5 straight cuts in a row. Shit.
Stinky.
I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
Stinky. Cam Davis. Oh man. I
Bad.
think we're looking a little too far down the board.
Hey, but you bet put me a $5 bill on that plus 250 to win a rack.
I mean, if we
Brandon.
can talk about Cam Davis, talk about Russell Henley or somebody like that.
Hey, Russell Henley's another one. Hits it straight as hell. Um, those are all the kind of guys. These are the guys we're looking at this week. Forget the big names. Moff, we could fire them off all day long. That's what I'm saying. We were talking about it. Guys who placed top 10 here last year. Kevin Kisner, Russell Knox, Doug Gim. Who the hell are those guys? Like,
Right.
in a stacked field, that's who's
Ooh.
placing top 10. And there's all kinds of missed cuts because it's a tough course. It favors the one thing about Pete Dye courses. Moff will tell better than me. It doesn't favor any one golfer. Pete Dye is all
No.
about even golf. Everybody has the same advantages.
How about Tommy Fleetwood?
I was on Tommy last week a little bit in some DFS. He was all right. He had some couple blow ups. But yeah, Fleetwood, all the Euros, short hitters. He's pretty well rounded. Little wanky off the tee.
22nd last year, miscut 2021, 5th, 7th, 41st.
Yeah, it's madness. If you're looking at the past success here, it's tough. But guys like, I was on Ben Griffin last week. Will I be on Ben Griffin again this week? He's great on Bermuda short courses. He's sitting at 250 to 1. Sure, give me a little flyer on a top 20 on him too. I mean, this is just one of these weeks. I'm not going to be too heavy on anyone. I'm going to be light across the board, play some big numbers, but locks of the week, Corey Connors for sure. Keith Mitchell, they're both minus 110 to finish in the top 40. Guys at the top of the leaderboard, Moff, you said you like Hatton. Hatton's been playing some alright golf. He's hit or miss though. Who you think wins the tournament, Moff?
Probably Terrell Hatton.
Shit.
No, I think it's going to be.
I'm going with our guy,
Who?
Matty Fitz.
The only reason, for the record, we were not on Matt Fitzpatrick last week is because someone said that rumors had it that he was injured. He didn't look injured to me. He
Yeah,
looked
that
just
was
fine.
me who said that, and he missed the cut the
Well, I saw
tournament.
people online talking about it too.
Yeah,
Like
he missed the tournament, or he missed the cut the tournament before last week. He was claiming back injury and whatnot, but I'm down to go back. I think he actually wins the tournament. I think he comes out there and he hits it straight off the tee. He's my guy.
I'm all about. I'll hop on Matt Fitz right now. Fitzpatrick top 20.
He's in that
Give
Kirk
it to
range
me.
when Kirk
Win the
won,
tournament.
35 to 1.
Yeah. Give me Matt Fitz and
Hell yeah.
I want to say Jason Day, not for DFS, but just Jason Day, top 20. I mean, the dude
Yep.
miscut last year because of his back, but like, I'm talking like this is vintage J Day. And
So,
for all of y'all that aren't familiar with what he used to do on tour, like this dude looks like that right now.
yep, agreed. He was great. Had some years where he was just
That putter is un fuego.
yeah, and I will be avoiding Jason Day with all my powers in DFS because I'm sure he will probably be the highest owned player, and that's just not how I roll. But I'll roll with you, Moff, with the top 20 for sure. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 18th, 7th, 5th, 9th, 10th this year. Uh,
Great golf.
Great golf, which he's probably been the best, most consistent golfer, which is crazy to say.
It's
But then you
nuts.
look at what he's done here in the past: a first, 60th, a fifth, an eighth, and a 35th. A fifth and an eighth when he wasn't even really playing that well, Moff. So, you know, now that he's playing well, I think that's got top 20 written all over it as well.
God, bring Jason Day back, winner of the Players Championship. Fucking electric. Jason Day, Matt Fitz. Not super favorites, but great golfers.
Big fan. I like it. I think that's pretty strong. Good odds on them. I like it. How back-to-back Aussies, huh? We're going down under. Back-to-back Aussies, eh?
I'm out of all the people that Live Golf took, I'm so upset Cam Smith is not on the PGA Tour.
Couldn't agree,
Heartbroken.
couldn't agree more. He was my favorite golfer the minute that I saw him at Harbor Town, where Webb Simpson was on the green practice putting, and he was out there with his fishing rod in the jetties.
So sick. The dude literally lives down there. He's talking about like going to the tournament as a spectator. Like, can you imagine being the past winner and just like getting hammered out at the course? Like, somebody was like, "You gonna heckle?" He's like, "I probably won't heckle." Like, of course, of course you're not. But like, dude, that's the world we live in right now. It's sickening.
Jinx.
Sickening.
All right, so Moff, let's wrap it up here. Recap. First round leader for me, I'm going KH Lee, and give me a little bit of Aaron Wise action. Just one of these days he's gonna pop off. He's been letting me down, but Aaron Wise and KH Lee. What you think, Moff? Who's coming out hot?
Coming out hot, I think. Ooh, I'm going back with our guy Cam Young. Is Thursday going to be like calm, like just like regular?
Moderately, nothing too crazy. And Cam Young is actually playing in that group right before Chris Kirk and those guys, so that afternoon should be moderate.
Is that a good wave?
Yep, good wave.
And he's going off later instead of early.
Yep. He's in a good wave.
The dude likes to start hot. I liked what I saw last week. Cam Young and Joel Dahman.
Okay, strong. I like it. All right, favorites of the week. Moff, who's your favorite? J Day.
Jason Day is probably my favorite. Yep.
My favorite is I'm going back to Morikawa. Kill me.
Okay.
And then Fitz is our group pick. We definitely like Fitz as a favorite. Long shots of the week. You're gonna have to go back through there or hit the follow. Twitter. Keep it rolling. 365. It's right here on the screen, right in the middle. Keep it rolling. 365. We'll have a little synopsis. We've got a lot of long shots. I'll also post them on Ghost Picks Nuz on Twitter. A lot of long shots. A lot of long odds. I think we can hit some big ones this week, Moff.
For sure.
Especially top 40s, top 20s, and whatnot. But a couple of those Kisner. The Koreans. I love the Koreans this week. Give me all of them. Tom Kim, Sung Jae Im, Siwoo Kim, KH Lee. I don't know what they were doing. They made the cut, and I don't know if one of them had a birthday on Friday night or something, but every single one of those mofos on Saturday went out and shot like 5 over. So when one plays
what's up with Doug Gim? Doug Gim must live down there or something.
Let me see. Let me hit the notes here. Is Doug Gim one of my Florida boys? Dougie Gim.
He's got to be somebody sprinkle something on Doug Gim.
Nah, I didn't got Doug Gim over here, but he played well.
Top 40.
Hits it straight.
Top 40 Doug Gim. Give it a sprinkle.
Right, so who we locking him off? Lock of the week. What's your lock of the week? Top 20. J Day.
J Day top 20. Lock it up.
All right, I'm going to the top 40s. I'm going Keith Mitchell and Corey Connors. And for our group, keep it rolling. Lock of the week. Fitz. Matthew Fitzpatrick to place top 20. Those odds plus 150. Mafia, like it? I like it.
I like that. I like
that. All right, that's our lock of the week. Keep it rolling. And also taking him to win outright for sure, because he's winning.
Are we gonna sprinkle in like Adam Hadwin for long shots?
Yeah, that's what I said. Hit the follow on Keep It Rolling 365. Moff will post the long shots he likes. I will as well. There's a ton of them. You can also go back through the podcast and pick them out. Moff, I think we were pretty efficient there. That was one of the quicker ones.
Pretty efficient, pretty quick, pretty good. I think if you follow us on Twitter, you'll see. I mean, we've got our locks, and then we've got the guys that we'd like. Like we said at the beginning, I mean, we had a crowded board. I mean, with names. I mean,
Yep.
Homa and Vic and Spieth, and I mean, our guys were hanging around. We got burned by a couple, but I mean, I think
Yeah, of the 5 pretty much to win, we were right there with 3 of them. So
yeah,
keep it rolling. 365 on Twitter. DFS lineups, we'll both post one on there as well. And Players Championship week. Thanks for tuning in. Moff, let's go get them.
let's go get them. Keep it rolling. Thanks for listening, following. Hit us up. Who you like this week? Let us know. Let's get some money.
Yeah, hit some. That's some good stuff, Moff. Throw it in the comments. Who you like this week? Hit the like. Hit the follow. Good luck. God bless. Grind on. Keep it rolling. We're out of here. Peace out.